Hey there, YouTube land. Big Dave here. So, I'm not sure what channel I'm going to put this up on. It's a little off topic. But I wanted to just take like 5 minutes and talk about ammonia in the fish tank. If you have an aquarium, ammonia and ammonia spikes can be, like a major problem. So, I've had them myself over the years. And I've watched some videos and read articles about ammonia spikes. So I thought what I wanted to do was make a quick video about, and this is not going to be the steadiest because I'm doing this by hand, how I kind of deal with this myself. So this tank is very mature. It's been around for, at least 10 years. The biggest fish in the tank is this pleco, which is, we call him Algae Man, and he's just shy of 16 inches. And everything else in here, there's a mix of cory cats, which you might not be able to see. They're around somewhere. There's one. Actually, this one was just in a hospital stay with some antibiotics because he had some kind of big red spot under his fin, but he seems to be doing all right after 2 days in the hospital tank. And then there's Danny. That fish, by the way, is about at least 6 years old. That cory cat. So I have some long-term fish in here, and there's also if I can find them, there's a pretty big gourami in here. There he goes. All right, so sorry for. Like I said, I have one tricolor guppy left. I had 3. Over the time, 2 of them died. If I find another group of tricolors, I might put them in there. Anyway, well, one thing I do, number one, is about every week, if I have a problem, it's every few days, I use the Ammonia Test Kit. Now, you can get whatever one you get in your store, your supply, or you can get them online. I use this one. It's 8 drops of, there's 2 different solutions, and you fill the test tube up to the line or a little above the line, and then you put 8 drops of each in, and you let it sit for a few minutes, and if it's yellow, clear, there's no ammonia. If it starts to turn green, then there's ammonia. What I have found over the years works best in this tank, this filter. I'm not going to pull these pads because then all the dirt's going to go elsewhere. These are 2 socks. You buy them in the store, filter bags. And I put the blue material that you buy also. I cut it myself. So each of these has a white filter sock over the frame. And inside is 1 cut piece of blue filter medium material, the blue and white. You can buy it in a roll. It's very cheap. That's my main, what I would call my main mechanical filtration. This is a mixed filtration, and again, I don't have a lot of light in here. It's kind of hard to see this, but I'm just going to explain it to you. Both sides have the same thing. They have a sponge, a bag of rocks, a blue and white foam separator like off the roll, and underneath it is 2 more bags of rocks, or 1 big bag of rocks, depending on what fits. That's what runs in this filter. This is more a mix of biological and physical. This 3rd filter is a giant blue. There's about 4 cut pieces of blue pad in here, and they're inside a large size filter sock. You can buy those filter socks. They cost like $12 or $15 for a box of however many come in there. All right, and on this on these filters, I use the wheel filters. I've been using them for a very long time. At least 5 years on these. And I kind of like having the wheel and the extra, you know, biological filtering that the wheel gives you, even though some people, I don't know, are not so keen on it. And this is an old filter that's in here. You can see this is an old double filter. So, going back, that's the intake for the mechanical filter. The double wheel filter, there's the intake, and you can see it picks up different kinds of debris and food pieces too. So the food pieces, they'll eat back on there, and there's the smaller one, there's the intake. Here's what I don't do. I just want to get this fixated so it's not going to move all around. Now, I'm sorry, this is the only way I can do this video. So I realize it's kind of shaky. I'm putting this down, and hopefully it'll just stay in one place while I finish up here. Maybe we can find something that's actually interesting, right? Here's what I don't do. I don't rinse my filter tanks or any of my filter media in tap water. I only rinse out the pieces of my filters in the bucket when I go to do my water changes. The only thing I rinse in tap water are the tubes, these tubes. I would say about every 2 weeks I clean the tubes. But I don't wash the filter baskets. What I do is I put a small net inside them, and on each side I swish it around and get whatever debris might be in the bottom of the filter buckets there. I take out all the sponge pieces, pull them apart, and rinse them in the fish tank water. And it makes kind of a mucky water after a few, once you start doing that, the water's mucky in the bucket. But that's when I do my water changes or my filtering. If I'm vacuuming and the water's not too bad, I might rinse the filter out in that water. But normally I would just use basic water change water that's clear from the fish tank. And this is a 65-gallon tank. I change anywhere between 6 and 10 gallons a week, about. And like I said, with the ammonia thing, nobody wants to be on camera today. There's a little Daniel. Okay, anyway. So getting back to the main point. Once you start rinsing your media, your filter media, in the tap water, it destroys the good bacteria that you need to do the biological filtering. And this is going to, without any question, you can read and check and follow people that know way more than I do. But this is without question going to cut down on your good bacteria and disrupt your nitrogen cycle. And then you have the possibility of starting to get an ammonia spike because it sets the balance off. Now, another thing I have is before this video, I don't want to make this video longer than 10 minutes. So here, live plants. This is, I think it's Amazon fern. I'm really not sure. Anubias. And I have that tied on. I have some artificial plants. And here's another thing. Don't rinse your artificial plants in tap water. Just put them in your fish tank water when you're going to do your water change, and shake them around and get the debris off of them and put them back in the tank. Because they hold good bacteria. And when you rinse them off with tap water, it kills the good bacteria. It contributes to you possibly having an ammonia problem, which is very hard to deal with, these ammonia problems. Okay? All right, so where are we here? Let's go back to this. And then I have some plastic plants. Now here's an older plastic plant. Notice how it has, like, it's discolored and stuff. But some of that is algae, some of that is the bacteria. I never wash these plants. Once you start washing the plants, you're making trouble. And then up here, I run Pothos. You get it in the home store, right? And I run it in the top, and the roots hang down the bottom. Some of the fish will eat the roots, and in other cases, it'll be like just cover for them. I have a lot of bottom feeders in here right now, so it's mostly the rocks. You can see all these rocks. And you want to be careful what kind of rocks you put in too. Okay, so anyway, that's the end of my video. Check your ammonia. Ammonia kills fish. And my suggestion is do not rinse any of your filter media or pieces in tap water. And how long have I had these pads in? Some of these pads are in the filters, for over a year. So if you're running to the store every couple of weeks buying new filter pads, every time you change that filter pad, you're getting rid of your good bacteria. And if you find you're having trouble, that's one of your troubles. All right, we'll do another video on this in the future. But I put this up because I saw some videos and I'm saying, you know, I want to make this video and talk about it a little bit. Okay, have a great day. Big Dave is signing out.